All right. Well, welcome everyone to the Team Arcblast 2026 race season announcement. I'm Daniel and this is Tyler,
What's up?
the team captain.
Or the head idiot.
I'm the assistant idiot for sure. I'm the head layman. I that could be me because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I learn a lot from you guys.
I mean, I don't think any of us really know, but we'll learn together.
Okay, everybody, we make mistakes and you learn from them. And this is how we're all going to get more people out racing. It's a perfect system. So, if this is your first time hearing about Team Arc Blast, welcome. And we hope that you have a lot of fun learning about electric cars with us. We have an EV converted Datsun pickup, and we currently hold a couple endurance racing records where this 2026 is going to be the third year that we're getting into doing these endurance races. But we really want some more competition. So, really mean it when we say learn from our mistakes. So if you want to get out there and race with us, come on. It's a good time. Before we get too deep into talking about what races we're going to do, you had some activities in conferences, Tyler, that you just got back from. So maybe we can start talking about that a little bit.
Yeah. First big one, we got invited out to the Performance Racing Industry Show this year.
Not only did you go there, but you towed a car there.
Not only did we tow there, we towed a car in the snow there. Yeah, that was an interesting adventure. We did, I think it was almost 3,000 miles. Is that right? And we did
Wow.
something like a megawatt or two of battery power charging the Rivian. So like we did a whole bunch of charging to get there and back. But the Rivian towing is just spectacular. Didn't have any problems towing through about 6 foot of snow, getting out of Indianapolis, and then just a dream towing on the way home.
Whoa. So EVs do ride in snow?
Apparently they do, and apparently they can tow really heavy stuff. Yeah, so we got invited out to talk at the EverSafe conference that was happening at PRI, which is part of the track operators area. We basically just talked to a bunch of different tracks about what they can do to get EVs out to their track, how they can keep people safe, their track safety personnel safe, and protect their racing surface, things like that.
Hmm.
There's a lot of misinformation out there, so it was really good to get out there and talk to a bunch of people and kind of show them, hey, this is what we've done to make sure that you guys stay safe, not just us, but everyone can be out there racing safely.
That's so cool. I wish that I could have made it, but I'm glad that you were able to go and able to bring the Datsun out there too, which is probably something that people had never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I think PRI, there's a lot of really high performance cars out there, so any Lemons cars at PRI kind of stick out. But once people kind of figured out that there was some fishy going on, it was electric. They go look at the radiators and be like, "Where's the engine?" They were just all over it, super excited. So
The other conference that you went to was CES or Consumer Electronics Show. Is that right? Consumer
yep.
Electronics Show. This is one that I've kind of seen online the last couple years and always scratches my head because the name does not connect to automotive intuitively to me.
Yep. I'd say that's probably more recent than anything. So a little background: I've been going to CS maybe the last 15 years, but I haven't been in like 5 or 6 years. But the EV scene at CES has been growing. There's an entire vehicle section now, and most of the people or most of the companies there are electric.
Hmm.
Some of the weird ones was Caterpillar, John Deere was there with showing off some electric stuff. I think Caterpillar had like a Cybertruck themed uh, Bobcat that was there. It was really crazy.
What?
Then of course there was the big news of the show was hold please. Who was it?
Donut Labs.
Donut Labs. Thank you. Uh, yeah, the big EV news for CES was Donut Labs was there showing off, well, supposedly showing off their new solid state battery, which was magnitudes better than lithium ion. We'll see if they hold to that in the future in the upcoming months. Hopefully it's true because if that battery is good as they say, it's going to revolutionize the EV industry. Other than that, there are of course a bunch of like automotive electronics companies working with cameras, radios, and the like. But one thing I noticed were two different companies offering aerodynamic optimization software. Uh,
Hmm.
some of the stuff they were showing off was very interesting. 5 to 10% aerodynamic improvement on like a Model Y with some very organic looking shapes. And as those of you at home might know, EV racing is all about efficiency right now. We need the efficiency to go the distance. So having that 5 to 10% extra efficiency gets 5 to 10% more distance on a battery pack. So hopefully we can see that trickle down to us.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Well, that's not a bad way to start the year, man. But we still have a lot of good stuff ahead.
Yeah,
Several
we haven't even talked
races.
about race car stuff yet. So
I know. That was the goal of this video, is to talk about the race car stuff. But it's hard to pass up a good hardware conversation. So, um, Captain, what do we got on store for racing? As in case you guys don't know, Tyler is the race captain, and we do
you
what he
mean head
says.
idiot? Yeah. So we're looking at four races this year. The first one, the big one, is Thunder Hill in California. That's 25 hours and 1 minute. That is going to be potentially our biggest race of this year. Uh, there's another team called EVSR that used to race at 25 hours at Thunder Hill. I think they did about 1,400 miles, if I remember correctly. And I think we can beat it this year. We should make us hold the record for the most miles put by an EV in any race around the world.
Oh,
So
that's the next record we're shooting for, because last year it was the most miles in any Lemons race.
yep. Yeah. So now we want to delete lemons out of that record and just any EV motorsport event.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's hope that the weather cooperates, because this last year when we were at Thunder Hill, it was like 110 degrees.
It was terribly. I thought we were going to melt into the pavement.
Just getting out of the car and just being soaking wet. I remember my wife brought a big tray of like chilled melon, and I got out of the like 1 p.m., like I don't know, 1 to 2:30 stint that I did, and I was just like eating melon and Gatorade trying to like recover. It
Yep.
worked great though, and we were
Yeah.
back off to the
Yep. I
races.
remember. I remember eating pounds of tofu, just drowning in soy sauce,
Yeah.
sweating endlessly.
I was out at the track 2 weeks prior to that, and it was mid 70s. It was just a bad luck. So maybe we'll get the good luck this year.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's in the 70s, we could go a little bit faster too, which would be nice to see.
So that's going to be in May.
Yep.
And then what's next after that?
Yep. After that is High Plains in June. In between there is going to be potentially Electrify Expo and another event we have to figure out the details on. But that HBR race is going to be a double header, so 8.5 hours and 6.5 hours. And if
Okay.
per usual, we're probably going to use that just as a development race, and get out and see the community, make some friends.
That's in Colorado.
Yep.
I got to say that 8 and 6 hours sounds really nice after doing the 25 hours.
Mhm.
Um, and the weather is usually a bit better in Colorado than what we had at Thunderhill last year, right?
Yep. Yeah, as long as you remember to drink water. It's a little high up in elevation, so
Okay.
yep.
Hence the name, High Plains. Okay, so and then Electrify Expo, that's always a good time. A lot of people get out to see EVs there, and so there'll be kind of a bunch of activity around then. What happens after that?
Yeah, so after the first High Plains race, we may be going to Gingerman, which is out in Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
It is, well, it's a little bit of a haul. It's not quite as bad as Thunder Hill. Uh, Gingerman, however, is a little bit tighter of a course, not as much top speed, which could be a little bit better for us because we're not going to be losing as much energy to aerodynamic drag. So
Mm,
that's something we're playing with. They don't really have the RV ports to support it, so we may have to come up with another plan, see what happens.
okay. What about straights in Ginger? Because I know we're a lot more competitive in the corners as opposed to the straights.
Yeah, I think so. I use a program called Optimum Lap. For those of you racing nerds, you might have heard of this. Uh, but between high plains and Gingerman, we see about a 30-mile-per-hour reduction in top speed. So that's a significant
Wow.
amount of energy savings.
Wow. Okay. Cool. And that would be in like September timeframe
Yep,
if
September.
we do that one. Okay.
Yep.
Um, is there a fourth this year that we're going to potentially target?
Yep, the fourth is the immediate weekend after. So we're going to be doing a lot of racing in September, uh, back at High Plains for the full 24 hours. And that'll be another big test for us. Uh, and it'll also be our season finale. So we'll have a good time with it.
Definitely. This is year three of, yeah, we're heading into year three of Lemons Racing, right?
I think so. Yeah, we've come a long way in 3 years. Remember that first race? We did 19 laps.
Right. And didn't
Yep.
have a way to charge.
Yep. Yeah, we did. I think we did 8 laps, built a charger until about 3 a.m., hooked it up to this dinky little generator, and charged just enough to go do another 11 laps.
That counts.
Oh, still cross finish line.
And now we've continued to beat our own records, which has
Yeah.
been fun.
Yeah.
I love trying to like turn the heat up on our own accomplishments. It's
Yeah.
good. And
I look
slowly
forward
there's some more
to,
people coming out to join the fun.
yeah, we got Forrest with his Bolt. I know Sayla She is working feverishly on an MR2 conversion. There's a few other whispers I've heard as well, but hopefully we'll have some competition soon. I'd like to go. I'd like someone to take our record so we can take it back.
Yeah. All right. Gauntlet thrown. Because it's been 3 years, is there any like strategy updates, refinement? I mean, clearly we have our charging a lot better now, but what is in your mind as far as things for us to be thinking about when we're approaching our 2026 year?
Yeah, so there's some minor improvements we're gonna do, although your normal racer might not say so minor. The first big one is we're gonna change the way our braking system works. Right now we have lift off regenerative braking, which has served us. It's been pretty good. Uh, Once we figured out our heating issues and our grip issues, we've been able to push as much regen as the car can handle. The problem is if it rains. The last high plains we did, it rained in the middle of the night. We saw a few people spin off, a few issues. We really had to dial back the regen.
Oh,
So what we're going to
interesting.
do is change the brake sensor from a brake switch to a brake transducer and tune the brake or the regenerative braking to work with the front brakes. So we get a little bit better brake balance instead of just regenerating on the rear axle and looping it.
Okay.
Uh,
Interesting.
the next improvement we're going to do is we're going to try experimenting with different tires. Currently, we run the Hankook RS4s, which has served us very well. Uh, those tires have lasted us almost 1,200 miles each set, which is pretty unheard of for an endurance race tire. And originally, we went with that tire just because we thought our weight was going to be high, so we need something that lasts a bit longer. Now we can go with a tire that's a little bit grippier and hopefully shave the seconds down.
Hmm. As the team layman, this is really exciting, and I look forward to kind of learning as we go what the ramifications of all this mean. When I drove on the tires, I thought they were very sticky. So it's even more sticky. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, if you were having trouble holding on before, you're really going to struggle to hold on now. It's going to bite for sure. Yeah.
Anything else for the year that we're looking forward to?
Other than that, just a few charging refinements, trying to get the charge to be more reliable. Which there's only so much we can do when the trackside chargers are not reliable.
Right.
Uh, and in addition to that, we actually just bought a brand new, well, a new to us enclosed and trailer, which is going to make the overnight stints way better because it has heating, it has cooling, it's going to have some cots, uh, and it just the logistics of getting to the track are going to be so much easier. So there'll be a lot less stress, which will hopefully make us perform better at the track. and
Absolutely.
have a lot more fun when we're not sweating like endlessly.
That's sounding pretty good. I noticed that you put out a video at the end of 2025 that covered a lot of things that we did. And it was a really good video. If you guys watching haven't seen it, you should totally tune in and check it out. But right at the end there, you had a quick little pan over something that you referred to as a secret project. So I want to put you on the spot a little bit and see if you can give anything away.
I can't give too much away yet, but what I will say is we're a little slow right now with the Datsun. So we're gonna have, a new car that's got around double the horsepower, conservatively, if we're not pushing. So yeah, we'll see what comes of it. Gonna put a lot of 3D printed parts, make it really streamlined, and just like the Datsun, be really good at cornering. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you and what our audience has to say, or what they think we're gonna do.
All right, guys. If you have an idea what you think this might be, drop it in the comments, or even what your dream build for building an endurance race battery swapping lemons car, or the theme that you would like to see your car be. Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear. And if you want to brainstorm and kick the tires with us, we're always game to nerd out on that stuff. Let's see. Coming up next is Thunderhill. Before that race, we're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive. We'll do a video a bit more about that track, what it looks like, how we're planning to approach it. So stay tuned, everyone, for some additional discussion on the 2501 of Thunderhill coming up here a little bit later this year. Any final words of wisdom for us, Tyler?
Not really. Just stay safe, get out there and go racing.
All right. And with that, I want to try the intro again. Cut. So, first and foremost, I shouldn't use that word apparently.